Now we're in James chapter 3, verse 17. Reading from the King James Bible, quote, "But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality, and without hypocrisy." Unquote. When you go to parse this Greek verse, because it's the language it was written in originally is Greek, so this Greek verse, it's pretty plain. But the wisdom, this is unique, that is from above, James uses it one time, that's the only time it's found, is. Now, is parsed out in the present tense, so now, indicative, which means that it's a statement of fact. Continuing. That is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated. Now, this is only used by James one time, the Greek word for that phrase, which means it's easily obeying and compliant. So, and easy to be entreated. That Greek word for and easy to be entreated, used one time. Full of mercy and good fruits without partiality. And we look at the phrase without partiality. It means that it was used one time in the Greek. The meaning of it is that it's undistinguishable, unintelligible, it is utilized as inseparable. So, continuing, good fruits that is inseparable and without hypocrisy. And when you look at that, that's used one time by James, this Greek word, without hypocrisy. And its meaning is it's unfringed, undistinguished, it's sincere. So continuing on, without hypocrisy. That ends the Greek parsing. So this is pretty plain when you look at this. When you're going to parse it out, you're looking for, is there anything unique on this, anything that needs to be defined? Is there anything here that we need to point out? But the wisdom that is from above, the present tense is, indicative, which is a fact, is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated. And that means that you can easily obey it, compliant with it. Full of mercy and good fruits without partiality and without hypocrisy. So this is pretty easy. Let's look at John Gill's commentary on this. Quote, "But the wisdom that is from above," unquote, "which has God for its author, which is infused into the soul by the Spirit of God, and leads into the knowledge of things that are above, of heavenly things, and which only is true wisdom and knowledge, and those who are possessed of it are the only true Gnostics, for which James 3:13, namely the grace of God, this wisdom, quote, is first pure, unquote. It is pure in itself. It is free from everything that is earthly, carnal, or sensual, or devilish. It produces purity of heart, of life, and conversation, and is the means of keeping persons clean and chaste, and free from impure lust of uncleanness, pride, envy, wrath, etc., which prevails in carnal and unregenerate men. Quote, and then peaceable, unquote. It inclines and engages those who have it to live in peace with the saints, and even with all men, with those of their own household, with their neighbors, yea, with their enemies. It is also gentle. It makes men gentle, moderate, and humane, so as that they bear and forbear. They bear with the infirmities of the weak, readily forgive injuries done to them, do not rigidly exact what is their due, but recedes from their just right for the sake of peace and love, and do not bear hard upon others for their failings, but cover them with the mantle of love. And it is, quote, easy to be treated, unquote, or those who have it readily yield to the superior judgments or stronger reasonings of others, and are easily induced to hope and believe all things, and entertain a good opinion of men in their conduct, and are far from being proud, arrogant, obstinate, and overbearing. Quote, full of mercy and good fruits, unquote. of compassions and benefices to the poor, feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, visiting the widows and fatherless in their affliction, and doing all other good works and duties, both with respect to God and man, as fruits of grace and of the Spirit. Quote, without partiality, unquote, to one another or making a difference between them, showing no respect to persons, bestowing upon the poor and indigent, without any distinction and, quote, without hypocrisy, unquote, either with respect to God or man, not making show of that which they have not, or do not intend, unquote. This ends James chapter 3, verse 17. Thank you for listening to Discovering the Scriptures. May God richly bless you upon your journey studying the Word of God.